If you want to know where the best schools in East Texas are, we're going to tell you about that and everything else Lindale, Texas has to offer. So let's get into it. I want to thank you for checking out our channel today, living in Tyler, Texas. As always, if you have not already, make sure you click that subscribe button so you get notified of any new videos that we put out. We're going to continue to drop things all about East Texas and would love for you to be notified as soon as they are released. Additionally, we want to remind you that we are your friends in real estate. If you have any questions about what's going on with the market, thinking about buying or selling, we want to be a resource for you. We talk to people all the time about making this move and transition. Additionally, we've got a great Facebook group, Moving to East Texas. That would be a great resource for you to check out and join to meet other people that have made this move already, and they can answer any of the questions that you may have. All right, so why Lindale, Texas? I think there's a lot of reasons, but the biggest reason when I talk to people making a move here is going to be the schools. They have phenomenal schools, and it's not that other schools are not as good as Lindale, but when we talk about consistency, Lindale has just nailed the rankings consistently from the state. So there's going to be just a little bit higher level of performance and consistency. It does not mean that other schools don't have a great education, but Lindale just may tend to be a little bit better in terms of the way the state rates schools. Additionally, it is a growing area. You're going to kind of see Lindale continue to grow over time. I don't know what the growth in population has been, but it is an area that more people are moving to. Its proximity to I-20 is really nice. It allows you to hop on the interstate and go west to Dallas or east to Shreveport, so it's really close to a lot of different stuff. And it's also home to famous country singer Miranda Lambert, so we've got Patrick Mahomes in White House, Miranda Lambert in Lindale, so there is no shortage of celebrities that are from East Texas. All right, so a little about Lindale. It has a population of 6,600 people. That's gonna be a little bit smaller than White House, but bigger than Bullard and bigger than Chandler. We did cover those in our other videos. Additionally, it's gonna be right at an hour and a half to Dallas. Just hopping on I-20, being close proximity to the interstate will make it very easy to get to Dallas. You're also going to be not too far from downtown. It's about 25 minutes to get to downtown, another 32 minutes to get to the hospitals, which are just a little bit further east, and then about 30 minutes to get to Target. You'll just hop on the toll road and then end up in South Tyler. So that's a little bit of where it's going to be, and I think that's probably, to me, one of the biggest downsides to Lindale is it's a little bit further away from the things in Tyler that you're going to use. You are closer to North Tyler, so if there's work or things like that, you'll be on a little bit better spot, but you're going to drive through more of Tyler to hit the amenities, the restaurants, the shopping, and things like that. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Lindale schools. They are a 4A district, which is kind of the third tier. There's 6A, 5A, 4A. They are in the upper classification of 4A. There are 4,200 students across 6 different campuses. The high school is a little bit bigger than some, about 1,200 students. So that gives you a little bit of perspective. It's smaller than White House, bigger than Bullard, but not too small. It's a good size school. They've gone up to 5A at one point, but now they're in the bigger 4A classification. So it's a moderately sized school. We talked a little bit about Lindale just being a great school district. Every which way the schools have been rated from the state, Lindale has consistently performed well. So they're going to have high achievers. They're going to close the gaps. They've got good attendance, all those things. And I have never worked, obviously, in Lindale ISD, so I don't know what the magic or secret sauce is there, but it is very desirable and people want to go there because of the greatly rated schools. I know it's hard to get a job over there because people don't leave the district because it's a good place to work if you're in education. If not, it's not necessarily the best paying job, but a little bit, easier workspace, or better workspace is maybe the better way to say it, is very appealing to a lot of people, and that's why there is not a lot of turnover there. The superintendent there is actually one of the highest paid superintendents in the state, and for a district of that size, it's pretty remarkable how much he makes relative to some of the other superintendents in the state. All right, so what's in Lindale, Texas? I was pleasantly surprised when I went to some of the shopping to go interview people in Lindale, what is available there. They've got multiple boutiques. The Pink Pistol is really pretty incredible. They've got the Ponderosa Poorhouse in there as well. So it's a really neat space, as you can see from the footage that we're gonna have of the store in the interviews. It's a really cool spot to pick up a gift, a novelty item, whatever it may be. They've got local shirts. I think Miranda Lambert has invested in that area or in that store. It may be hers actually, but it's a really cool little spot, the Pink Pistol was. There's a couple other boutiques. You've got the Main Street Market. You've got the Country Flea Market. There were two others. There's a lavender kind of boutique store on the corner that we interviewed a person from. And then there's another boutique across the street from there where we got our other interview. So there was a decent bit of shopping available. Back down south, Clothing is a men's store. They had a lot of really cool hats and t-shirts. So there's a lot of options, surprisingly. I have not done a lot of shopping in Lindale, but I was pleasantly surprised at the options that were there. So if you do like to shop local, you've got a lot of options in Lindale, truthfully. So Lindale is also going to have some great options for dining. They have Posados, which is a good Mexican restaurant. We have one of those in Tyler, very popular. They have a Chili's, which is a favorite place of mine, honestly. We love Chili's and the food is always pretty consistent there. The one in Lindale is a little bit newer, so it tends to be cleaner and that kind of thing. You've got all the fast food that you would expect: Whataburger, Dairy Queen, Sonic, Taco Bell, McDonald's, you know, quite a bit. Chick-fil-A has been a big hit. Obviously there, they've got a Panda Express, and then they also have a Cracker Barrel. So sitting on the interstate right there is going to bring in more people. So you're gonna have some more options, which is where they built that Chick-fil-A and Panda Express also. They've got Leo's Asian Bistro, which is a 4.5 star. The absolute best barbecue in East Texas, maybe in Texas, I don't know, it's phenomenal, is Brisket Love in Lindale. It's absolutely worth the drive, whether you are in Lindale or you're in Tyler, Bullard. It's a little bit of a trek to get there if you live in Tyler, but it is, I've had a lot of barbecue and I'm not super picky, but I do kind of have expectations for what is good, and Brisket Love is absolutely good. It's incredible. Brisket, the pulled pork is phenomenal. Ribs are great, and it's worth the trip over there. They do have live music on the weekends, so it's a cool little spot, but incredible food for sure. So you have to check it out. It only has a 4.5 star on Google, but it's the best for sure. Petty Steak and Catfish is a pretty popular local spot. It sits on 69. I've eaten there once or twice, and it's pretty good food, kind of home cooked type stuff. So nothing crazy, but pretty solid. The catfish is good. That's what I got. I guess the one time I've eaten there, but it was really good. You've also got Texas Music City Grill, which is a kind of just what it says, a grill. I haven't eaten at the one in Lindale. I've eaten at the one in Tyler a couple times, and it's good. I don't really know how to describe the food. It's pretty kind of basic, I guess, like burgers, grilled chicken, chicken bread steak, that kind of stuff. Kind of a home cooked place, and it's solid food. It's in a cool little spot near the Pink Pistol. There's also an Asian Mexican bistro type place. I have not eaten there, but I do know the owner and I've heard really good reviews about it. So it's not 100% sure, but we will put it on the screen right here. But I have heard good reviews about it, and it's kind of an interesting concept, being an Asian and Mexican mix. So some other things to do in Lindale, Texas. You do have two golf courses. You've got the Hideaway course, which is a 27-hole course, and then you've got Garden Valley, which used to be an 18-hole course, but is now 9 holes. Both are solid. Hideaway's a little bit more of a country club, not super long, a little more open. The fairways are always plush, so it's very green. Garden Valley it's okay. I haven't played there in a couple years, so can't say too much. I'm guessing they didn't have enough business to keep the entire 18 holes open, but it's a decent option sitting right there off of I-20 as well. And there's apparently a new development. I haven't seen a whole lot of information about it, but apparently Scotty Scheffler is involved and they're working on developing a course along the I-20 corridor. Additionally, you've got the Lindale Candy Company. It's a really cool little spot also because they make the candy there. You can see them make it through the window, which they do a lot of field trips throughout the year to bring kids in there, and then you can buy it in the storefront. Just a cool little spot there. In addition to that, on the little downtown strip, you've got all those boutiques and the shopping that we talked about that are really great spots to check out as well. Santaland is a big draw for Lindale when it gets Christmas time. I think they start doing lights a little before Thanksgiving or maybe the week of Thanksgiving, and then will persist through the first of the year. And during the peak time, like probably the beginning of December, you will see the line back up miles for people to get in. It's a big draw. It's really neat to go to. It's worth seeing just to say you have done it. So I would recommend checking out Santa Land if you're in the area. All right, we are going to take a tour of our first home under $300,000 in the Mission Ridge subdivision, which is a pretty nice little spot. Anything new construction under $300,000 is always pretty good, so let's go check it out. All right, so we're at our first stop, 17425 Crossing Circle in Mission Ridge here in Lindale, Texas. We've got 1,435 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, under $300,000. So let's go take a look. Finding new construction under $300,000 in a good area is getting very tough to find. And that's one of the things that I like about this community in Lindale here at Mission Ridge is you've got a lot of affordable homes. The whole neighborhood is nice. They've got sidewalks. You're just very near the interstate, a little bit outside of town, but it offers you a lot of great options. So as we look here in this one, you've got open concept. It's a pretty efficient layout. This is actually a pretty good sized living room. Here, you don't have a huge kitchen, but you've got quite a bit of counter space, which is nice. A good bit of cabinets, a smaller eating area. And then on this side of the house over here, you've got a split floor plan with decent sized bedrooms. A lot of times 4 bedrooms are the norm, so we don't see as many 3 bedrooms honestly anymore. But it's nice to have bigger sized rooms. A lot of these smaller homes, say less than 1,500 square feet, are going to have smaller rooms, and this house does not have that. As you can see, guest bath here. You've got a shower insert, which is fine. It's durable. Single vanity. You've got tile flooring throughout the home, carpet in the bedrooms. And then on this side, you have a split floor plan, but your master is here, and it's a good size. You've got double vanities in the master bath. You've got another shower insert, which is just one of those things for affordability purposes that makes a lot of sense. This is a tub, big tub with the shower. And these things are honestly super durable. They don't have the same look of a tiled shower, but there is nothing wrong with this. They do a great job for what they are. And then you've got a big walk-in closet, as you can see here. So then coming back out of the master, we will go across the hall here. This is your garage, pretty standard in here, nothing exceptional, but you got a decent bit of space on either side to where you could have some shelving, and then they've got kind of a little coat rack, mudroom type thing here to where you can take off your shoes before you go in the house. And then out back, decent sized yard. It is a little wet. It has been raining a lot this July. But it's relatively flat, which is nice. It's not a massive yard, but if you can kind of see right there would be one corner, and then it's going to go basically to that hill. You've got all this area over here, and then sitting on the corner is going to give you a bigger yard than normal. So that's nice for sure. All right, we've got our first 2 local interviews on this next section, so we're going to let you hear from some of them about what they love about Lindale, Texas. So what do you like about Lindale?
I love Lindale. It's small, but we're growing, but I love that the community we have. I mean, you can't really go anywhere without not knowing someone, which some people might be turned off by that, but I really like it because there's always someone there. Like when times get tough, we always all come together. So I like the smallness of it.
Good. What do you not like about Lindale?
I really honestly, I can't think of anything that I don't like about Lindale. I love it. I plan on being here.
If somebody was moving to Lindale, would there be any advice you have for them?
Get ready for some friendly people. I mean, like I said earlier, you can't really go to Walmart without someone talking to you, whether you know them or not.
So what do you like about Lindale?
So we moved here about 8 years ago from northern Arizona, and I like that it has that small town feel, but it's got, you don't need to leave Lindale for anything. You've got all your shopping local, and local supports local here. Small businesses, we love it, truly.
Is there anything you don't like about Lindale?
Lindale is growing a lot faster than we thought. That'd be probably the only thing I don't like about Lindale.
If somebody was moving here, is there anything that you think they should know?
Lindale's got a great school system. That's one of the things that brought us to this area. And everyone's so nice just nice, willing to help you. We have neighbors that, I mean, at a drop of a hat will just come help you do anything. It's a great community.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the real estate in Lindale, Texas. The last 12 months, there have been 285 homes sold, which puts it up there more than Bullard, a lot more than White House, so more than Chandler. You're going to see more transact in Lindale, largely because it's bigger than, I guess, Bullard and Chandler, but it's not bigger than White House. But that number of homes being sold tells me that there are more people moving to Lindale than I would say White House. Maybe not Bullard, but it is definitely growing. So you can see that there's a lot of movement there. The median price point is $335,000, so that's going to be less than Bullard, more than White House, and more than Chandler. So it's kind of in between. There is a lot more new construction in Lindale than White House for sure. There were 107 of those 283 homes that were sold were all new construction in the last 12 months. So there is a lot of development happening there. However, there's not a lot of homes over $1 million. In fact, no homes have sold in Lindale in the last 12 months over $1 million. And we're talking July of 2024. That number could very well change. There are a handful of them that are active currently, but it is not a big price point area. One, because you don't have any like big land features other than maybe just a house with a lot of land that would be valuable, but you don't have lake lots, a lot of ultra luxury type neighborhoods in Lindale. It's kind of a smaller area that has grown more recently, and the big draw is the schools. So you're looking at families and those type of people primarily moving there. There's not significant industry in Lindale. You have the Target distribution center, but aside from that, the biggest employer is going to be the school district. So there's not just a ton of wealth in Lindale in that regard. There are definitely wealthy people, but it's not like Tyler where people, can make money in a lot of different ways. So you'll have more of the luxury type stuff in Tyler. Or if you wanted a lake property, say in White House or Bullard, those places are going to have the higher price points than Lindale will. All right, we are going to take our second home tour. This one's going to be in the same subdivision. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's going to be listed under $450,000. It's a really pretty nice home. I feel like it's a good value for what you're getting. So let's go take a look. So we're at 16413 Clearview, same subdivision, Mission Ridge here in Lindale, Texas, just under 2,300 square feet. You've got 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. You've got a really great kitchen, a hidden pantry, an office or formal living area just off the main living, a dining and an eating kitchen. It's got a split floor plan, good sized backyard. Let's go take a look. All right, so coming in the front here, you can see your dining space on this side. You've got what could be an office or a formal living sitting area over here to the right. You've got a good size, open concept living room, plenty of space for whatever type of furniture. The kitchen is very high end looking. You've got a waterfall edge with the countertops. I really like the finishes and fixtures here. But really the best part of this kitchen is this hidden pantry. So let's see what that looks like here. If you didn't know any better, it's just another cabinet, but in fact, it goes behind the cabinets here, and you've got a ton of storage space in here. All right, so another great feature of this house is the floor plan. You've got the master bedroom here, you've got another bedroom and full bath there, and then across the house, you've got the other 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. So it's very split up. On this side here, you have a full bathroom and bedroom, which would be a great mother-in-law space, guest space, whatever it is, overlooking the backyard. Then coming back out here, you've got the other 2 bedrooms and other full bathroom. And again, these are decent sized bedrooms, bigger than 10 by 10. Good sized closets. Another full bath. And pretty good finishes with the lighting, the built-ins here. You have a tub and shower insert, which is fine, very durable. And then the other guest room here. And then coming back out into the main living area, you can see the kitchen and all that through here. You do have a nice little breakfast area, which is nice to have for a secondary table. You got a good size laundry area in here. Plenty of counter space. And then that is very close to the master bedroom here. Pretty good size room. It's got a good bit of width overlooking the backyard. And then let's go check out the master suite. All right, so you've got dual vanities here. As you can see, they've got the underlighting, really nice tiled shower, big tub, but you have 2 closets as well. So this one's a little bit smaller on that side. As you can see, really nice tiled shower. Excuse me. And then you got a big walk-in closet on this side of the bathroom. Makes it a very nice spot. All right, so we're gonna go outside. You got a really nice covered area, a lot of concrete here. Not a massively huge yard, but plenty of space for furniture. Up here, it's finished well. It's got the iron railing. But again, pretty good sized backyard. So this is a really solid option in Lindale, Texas, under $500,000. You get almost 2,300 square feet, 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Sits on a little bit quieter street because the lots are a little bit bigger than the one we just left. But overall, it's a really great spot. All right, so we are going to get into our last 2 interviews with Lindale locals, so stay tuned. So what do you like about Lindale?
So we moved here for the schools. They have amazing schools, love the small town feel, the community, everybody really comes together. So that's really what I love about living here.
Is there anything you don't like about Lindale?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
How long have you lived here?
We have lived here, we moved here in 2017, but we've lived in Texas, or East Texas, our whole lives.
If somebody was moving to Lindale, is there something you think they should know, advice you would give them?
I can't think of any advice off the top of my head. I just really can't harp enough on the amazing community that we have here. The schools are fantastic. I mean, that's really it. I don't see any reason somebody should not move to Lindale, especially with young kids.
So what do you like about Lindale, Texas?
What we like about Lindale is it's a small town. It still has that small town feel. Most of our shoppers here in Main Street are our repeat customers. They're all local. They love to support our little downtown area. And I just like the little variety we have. We're not a big town, but yet we do have options to be anywhere in just a matter of, within an hour.
Is there anything you don't like about Lindale?
Nope, I think I like everything about it.
Okay. If somebody was moving here, is there anything that you think they should know or is worth, or advice you may give them?
I would say the schools are great. They would love the schools. A lot of different churches to choose from and a lot of community events.
All right, we've got our final home tour of a modern home in Lindale, Texas with incredible views. It's actually in the Garden Valley Golf Course community. It's got, like I said, incredible views throughout the backside of the home looking out on the pond. It's a modern home, which is something unusual for Lindale, Texas. It's priced at $1.2 million. It's really well done. It's a neat house. It's a big house. So let's go check it out. All right, so we're at 24116 Sunridge Lane in Lindale, Texas in the Garden Valley Golf Community. You've got almost 5,500 square feet, 5 full bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms. It's a lot of space down here in the common area. As you'll see in just a minute, it's a modern home, so the finishes are gonna be a little bit different, but it's got a really great aesthetic and the views are absolutely killer out the windows. So we're gonna go check out the rest of the house. Walking in, you've got a great room kind of concept, really big living area, plenty of space for seating. You've got a good sized dining area with probably 16-foot ceilings there, just massive, which is kind of, you know, a feature of what you would expect in a modern home. You can see the clean lines, the simple nature of the house with not a lot of detail, no molding, things like that are one of the big, you know, finishes and features of something more modern. You've got a great kitchen here, plenty of counter space, a good bit of storage in the kitchen, but you've got even more storage right behind those cabinets in the refrigerator there. My favorite part though of the kitchen is going to be this view. Lots of natural light in here. They do have shades to kind of keep some of it out and maybe keep it a little bit cooler since it's not being lived in. But the views of the lake are just incredible throughout this side of the home. You've got lots of wonderful views. But again, open concept, massive space here. I do like the built-in plugs here are in the concrete, not something you typically see, but it is a worthwhile feature for sure. All right, so just on the other side of the kitchen here, we've got another full bathroom off of this bedroom. We're gonna flip around and let you see another part of the pantry, kind of a butler's pantry-ish type thing that's right off the dining room. And then you've got a pass-through cabinet here, or pantry, that goes into the kitchen. So you can load stuff in here from, say, the garage, and then pull it through that way. And then here is your full-size bathroom. You got a nice tiled shower, toilet, and the big thing about this one is it connects to the outside. So if your guests need to come in from the pool or outside, they've got a great space to do that. This is a bedroom. It can also be an office, a workplace, a gym, whatever it may be. It's a really great spot back here. So it just kind of tucked away, being right next to the bathroom. It would be a great spot for a mother-in-law suite also. All right, so moving across the house under the other bedrooms upstairs, we've got the master bedroom with another little office, media room, nook, whatever it may be, right here. A decent sized space, a little bigger than 10 by 10 probably. So you could have a couple different things that you could use this for. Has a nice big pocket door that are dual sliding doors, so it may be best suited as an office. You got a really big master bedroom here, maintaining the same themes throughout. On this side of the house, you've got great views of the lake out back, which is nice. In the master bath, you've got dual vanities here. Really nice tiled shower, good size. I always love the kind of rock or pebble flooring. You got a nice little bench seat, but overall it's a really great little shower. And then on this side, you've got the master bath tub. It sits on a little pedestal. It's got windows, an electric fireplace, nice little chandelier. Little support beam there, and a really big master closet. Lots of space for storage and that kind of thing. And then you've got the laundry area here, which is a good sized room, plenty of counter space, and it connects to the master closet, which is a great feature. And then out the laundry room here. This was the only thing I found a little odd. You've got these doors that go straight to the bathtub. There may be a purpose to it, but I don't know what it is. But I will say, I do love these doors. They've got these kind of modern looking doors throughout the house. These are wood stained. The rest of them are painted gray, but they're throughout the entirety of the home, which is a pretty cool feature. Really cool staircase, as you can see here, a little bit non-traditional. And then you've got these great views of the backyard here also. All right, so upstairs we've got another 3 bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms. You've got a really great space right here that I think is a perfect place for guests, kids, hang out. The beds make it a great spot for sure, but you've got plenty of area to still put more furniture up here. It's, you know, just kind of a secondary living. It's got this really cool barn door, pretty heavy duty so you can separate, keep it closed, closet. You get a window on that side. They even got the little hammock over here in the corner, which is really neat as well. So you got a hallway up here, keeping the rooms separate. Decent sized bedrooms. Each bedroom up here, aside from the big one, has a full bathroom. But you can see you got a shower insert, or actually it's the tile sheets or whatever. So it's a pretty durable surface, but pretty average size bathroom there. You got the other 3rd bedroom up here. This one may be a little smaller, maybe not, but you got a full size window, views of the lake out back. Another full bathroom in here, and the same type of shower there. And then you've got the last full bathroom upstairs with a tub and shower as well. You've got a good view of your neighbor out there, but you can see full vanity and the lake here. All right, so the house does offer a lot of great views from inside, but trust me, it's a lot better outside. You've got a ton of covered space out here for entertaining family and friends, whatever it may be. Unobstructed, wide open views here of the lake, of the golf course. Got a great pool. And as you can just see, the aesthetic is just a little bit different than what we typically see in East Texas, but it's really an awesome home for sure. All right, so that will wrap up our all things Lindale, Texas video. I will say going into Lindale changed my mind a little bit about the town itself. I was more impressed with Lindale than I expected to be, just from the shopping, knowing what restaurants are there, the home choices, and the variety of new construction pricing and things like that. It really fits a lot of people. There's no doubt the schools are absolutely phenomenal. There's enough in Lindale though that you probably don't feel like you have to go to Tyler very often. And that was always one of the things I think that maybe I had a more limited belief about with Lindale. Like, I'm gonna wanna go to Tyler, but there's enough in Lindale that you don't have to go to Tyler super often. So that drive is kind of, not as big of a deal unless your work is in Tyler and that kind of thing. Then it's gonna be a little bit more frequent. But overall, the shopping is great there. The food and choices in that regard are really good too. So there's a lot to like about Lindale. It is definitely one of the most asked about areas when I talk to people who are making a move this way. And I can see why, having gone there and just kind of getting out and exploring the town, Lindale's a really great spot. It's affordable. You're going to have a lot of options for choice, great schools, great shopping, enough food choice to feel like you got a choice. So there's not really anything bad to say about Lindale. So I hope you found this video helpful. We would love to hear from you in the comments. Give us a like. Make sure you have subscribed if you have not already. Again, if you have real estate questions, we want to remind you we are your friend in real estate in East Texas and would love to help you with whatever you need. Feel free to shoot us an email, a text message, give us a call, whatever works for you, and we will check you out on the next one.